Imagine a world where handcrafts are replaced by machines, where bustling cities emerge from quiet villages, and where new inventions spark an economic revolution. This was the reality of the Industrial Revolution. But how did this monumental shift reshape society, economy, and the environment? Let's take a closer look at the profound changes that transformed the world as we know it. Technological innovations. The Industrial Revolution brought about groundbreaking technological innovations that completely transformed manufacturing and production methods. Key inventions, such as the steam engine, spinning jenny, and power loom, allowed for the mass production of goods at an unprecedented scale. The steam engine, invented by James Watt, became the driving force behind many industries, powering machinery in factories and transportation, such as trains and ships. The spinning jenny, developed by James Hargreaves, revolutionized textile production by enabling workers to spin multiple threads at once, greatly increasing efficiency. These innovations drastically reduced the labor required to produce goods, allowing industries to produce more products in less time. The rise of mechanized factories made traditional handcrafting methods obsolete, leading to the birth of industries like textiles, iron, and coal mining. Mass production was now possible, making goods more affordable and widely available. As industries expanded, they created new job opportunities, but also created a demand for specialized labor and led to the development of new technologies and machinery to meet growing production needs. These technological advancements not only shaped the economy, but also fundamentally changed the way people worked, lived, and interacted with the world around them. Urbanization and population growth. The rise of factories and industries during the Industrial Revolution led to a dramatic shift in population patterns, with urbanization becoming one of the most prominent changes. People began migrating from rural areas to cities in search of better employment opportunities, leading to rapid growth in urban centers. This shift was driven by the promise of steady wages and the availability of factory work, which attracted large numbers of people to cities like Manchester, Birmingham, and London in England. As a result, these cities quickly became bustling industrial hubs, marking a significant transformation in the way society functioned. However, this rapid urbanization brought with it significant challenges. The influx of people led to overcrowded living conditions, with many workers and their families living in cramped, poorly constructed housing in slums. Sanitation and public health were major concerns as the growth of cities outpaced the development of infrastructure, leading to issues like inadequate sewage systems and polluted water sources. While urbanization led to the creation of new economic opportunities, it also highlighted the stark divide between the wealthy factory owners and the working-class laborers, contributing to growing social inequality. The rise of capitalism and economic growth. The Industrial Revolution played a crucial role in the rise of capitalism and the development of a market-driven economy. As factories and industries grew, entrepreneurs and business owners began to accumulate significant wealth by producing goods on a mass scale and expanding their businesses. The introduction of machines that could produce goods more quickly and efficiently led to an increase in production, creating new markets both locally and internationally. This shift enabled the wealthy to reinvest their profits into further industrial expansion, leading to an economic boom and a growing demand for resources, labor, and capital. It was a period where private ownership and the pursuit of profit became central to economic activity. However, this economic growth also exacerbated class divisions. While factory owners, investors, and business magnates enjoyed unprecedented wealth, workers in factories were often subjected to low wages, long hours, and unsafe working conditions. The expansion of industries created vast wealth for some but left many workers in poverty, contributing to the development of a working class that had little economic power or social mobility. Despite these inequalities, the Industrial Revolution also laid the foundation for the middle class, as new professionals, managers, and entrepreneurs emerged to serve the growing economy. This transformation of the economic structure marked the beginning of the modern capitalist system that shapes much of the global economy today. The labor movement and workers' rights. The rapid industrialization during the Industrial Revolution resulted in harsh working conditions for many factory workers, including long hours, low wages, and unsafe environments. These conditions often involved long shifts, sometimes exceeding 12 hours a day, with little to no concern for worker safety. Women and children were especially vulnerable, as they were often employed for lower wages and subjected to even more dangerous tasks. This exploitation led to the rise of the labor movement, where workers began to organize and demand better working conditions, higher wages, and shorter hours. Early labor movements were marked by strikes and protests, where workers fought for their basic rights and pushed for systemic changes in how factories operated. Over time, the labor movement gained traction, leading to significant reforms that improved workers' lives. The establishment of unions became a key component in the fight for workers' rights, providing a collective voice for those who had previously been powerless. Laws were passed to regulate working conditions, including child labor laws, which limited the employment of young children in factories, and safety regulations that required employers to maintain a safer work environment. These labor reforms not only helped improve conditions for workers, but also contributed to the broader social and political changes that characterize the modern world, shifting the balance of power between workers and employers and leading to the development of social safety nets and worker protections that continue to evolve today. Impact on transportation and communication. The Industrial Revolution significantly transformed transportation and communication, playing a vital role in shaping modern economies and societies. The development of the steam-powered locomotive and the construction of railroads revolutionized the movement of goods and people. Railways enabled goods to be transported over long distances quickly and efficiently, opening up new markets for industries and allowing for the faster movement of raw materials to factories. The advent of steamships further expanded global trade as they provided faster and more reliable transportation across oceans. This interconnectedness between regions and nations not only boosted economic growth, but also facilitated cultural exchange and the expansion of global networks. In addition to advancements in transportation, the telegraph was another groundbreaking invention that transformed communication. The telegraph, which allowed messages to be transmitted over long distances using electrical signals, made it possible for businesses, governments, and individuals to communicate much more quickly than ever before. This was particularly important for coordinating industrial activities, facilitating trade, and managing large-scale operations across different locations. The faster transmission of information led to improved efficiency in business and government and helped establish the interconnected world that we live in today. These advancements in transportation and communication were pivotal in linking distant regions, making the world more integrated and accessible. Environmental changes and challenges. The rapid industrialization during the Industrial Revolution had profound environmental impacts that are still felt today. The expansion of factories and increased production led to the widespread use of coal as a primary energy source, which resulted in significant air pollution. Cities filled with factories saw the air become thick with smoke and soot, making it hazardous to public health. Moreover, industrial activities also contributed to the pollution of rivers and streams, as untreated waste from factories was often dumped directly into water sources. The heavy reliance on natural resources such as coal, timber, and iron also led to deforestation and the depletion of natural habitats, significantly altering landscapes and ecosystems. As industries expanded, the demand for raw materials and the construction of railways and roads intensified, causing further environmental degradation. The rise of industrial cities contributed to overcrowding and poor sanitary conditions, leading to the spread of diseases. The environmental challenges of the Industrial Revolution, such as air and water pollution and resource depletion, set the stage for the growing environmental awareness and the need for conservation that would emerge in the 20th century. Today, many cities continue to grapple with the long-term effects of this period, dealing with pollution, climate change, and the ongoing challenge of balancing industrial growth with environmental sustainability. To sum it all up, the Industrial Revolution was a transformative era that reshaped every aspect of society, from technological advancements to economic growth, urbanization, and the rise of labor movements. While it brought about immense progress, it also introduced challenges like environmental degradation and social inequality. The changes set in motion during this period laid the foundation for the modern world we live in today, Thank you for joining us on this exploration of how the Industrial Revolution changed society. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content on history and its impact on our world. See you next time.